Change there. Mike, you want to talk about that and talk about what you're over right now on the 210?
When we left the scene here, 91 westbound at Kramer-Glassell, the on-ramp, the northbound Kramer on-ramp to the west 91 completely shut down because at the end of the on-ramp, the overturned big rig is where they're working. The two right lanes of the 91 west here at Kramer are blocked, and that's backing things up out of the Santa Ana Canyon from at least Imperial. Right now, I'm over this incident here on the 210 eastbound. It just turns out to be just past Irwindale Boulevard. We've got something going on here in the carpool and left lane. We had reports earlier that somebody was laying in the roadway. Unfortunately, we got paramedics on the scene, and that person has been put on a gurney and into an ambulance here. One ambulance still on the scene. We still got lanes blocked with a backup from the 605 and westbound slowly to Grand.
All right, very good work. Lisa called this one in 91 westbound at Lakewood. We got a carpool and the two left lanes blocked. This is in the Bellflower area. I'm tweeting about it. You can follow me at Jen KNX Traffic. Let's go to Jeff Baugh, who's over a problem in Alhambra over the 10 and Air 1070.
That is clearing right now as I speak, as a matter of fact. This is westbound San Bernardino before the 710 of Fremont. We had a bunch of lanes blocked here for a little while. It created a backup clear through Roseby using Garvey, Hellman, Valley Boulevard. They're all better, but again, all lanes are open now.
And back into Orange County quickly, northbound side of the 57 before the 91. We've got the middle lane blocked with a backup to Ball Road. Traffic and weather together on the 5. Our next report at 8:45 from your Southern California traffic leader, KNX 1070 at CBSLA.com.
Well, good morning, everybody. The sun is shining throughout much of Southern California, but that's not going to be like that through the day. We're going to see those clouds thicken up, and there is a chance for some rain. And it looks like that rain is going to hit us sometime in the afternoon hours, probably between 2 and 6 or 7 o'clock tonight. Look for some steady rainfall with some heavy pockets mixed in, especially in some of those foothill communities. It's snow levels down to about 5,000 feet. We're only looking at about 3 to 4 inches of accumulation, but it should be a nice little quick hit of some rain. Then we dry up for the rest of the forecast through the week and then warmer into the weekend. That's a your forecast. I'm CBS 2 Chief Meteorologist Josh Rubenstein for KNX 1070 News Radio.
Riverside 56 right now. Ontario has 50 and Pasadena currently 49. Santa Clarita has 53 degrees.
A lot of people very excited about the Dodgers and getting back to Dodger Stadium, Dodger Blue, Dodger Food, Dodger Dogs, all kinds of Dodger stuff. And then there's Steve Lucas.
Yes, there is. And Steve's going to talk about the Dodgers with us coming up in about 10 minutes. Very exciting game yesterday. They won it with a home run.
Mm-hmm.
Home run. Sorry.
I was waiting for you to say something else, because you and I were talking about the food and some kind of like macaroni on some
They have
kind
a
of
macaroni and cheese hamburger.
Oh, God.
But here's the thing. They're trying to stop all the partying outside, for opening day, and so they're putting up street limitations and signs and things like that. Don't park here, don't park there. What about the people in the neighborhood who live there, and now they have to move their car every 2 hours? I'm going to talk to Steve about that. Is that fair?
Good question. Coming up in just a few minutes here on KNX. And Starbucks. Get your phone. Starbucks is announcing a new perk for its employees. Big story today. Frank's got it in your Money News next. KNX News Time 8:38.
In a park full of pigeons, be the glittery flamingo. Become the proud polka dot in a parade of pinstripes. To stand out brilliantly, create head-turning business cards with Moo.com. Our range of high-quality cards, top-notch paper, and exclusive design templates make it easy to create a business card as memorable as you. For extra wow, try Printfinity, giving you the option to print a different image on every card. Fly free from the pigeons. Stand out with Moo.com.
Remember when a small business needed a landline? Today, the world is your office with Grasshopper, the entrepreneur's phone system. On the road, at the beach, or at home, Grasshopper helps you grow your business with all the features of a business phone system and the freedom of a cell phone. Features include multiple extensions for your team, calls forwarded to your mobile phones, voicemails transcribed and emailed, and so much more. See how it works at grasshopper.com. The entrepreneur's phone system.
Your home may be worth a lot more than you think. That's because with Equity Key, you can unlock the future value of your home right now. Equity Key will hand you a check today in exchange for a share of your home's future appreciation. It's not a loan. There's no interest or monthly payments, and you still own your home. Reduce your debts, diversify investments, fund an education. The possibilities are endless. Find out today how much you could receive at equitykey.com.
Terms and conditions apply, subject to underwriting and approval.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss. Do you own an annuity or is someone trying to sell you one? If so, and you're an investor with $500,000 or more, please stop and listen to this. Your annuity salesman might promise the soothing sound of guaranteed income, but does he really have your best interest in mind when he could be making a commission of 8% on the sale? That's why I think you should go to FisherHatesAnnuities.com and get the eye-opening free report called Annuity Insights. 9 questions every annuity investor should ask. Offered by the respected Forbes columnist and money manager Ken Fisher, is the guide your annuity salesman does not want you to read. It exposes how annuities low returns and charge you outrageous commissions and fees. Reading it could save you tens of thousands of dollars and a lot of grief. That's why I think you should get this free report right now. Simply go to FisherHatesAnnuities.com. That's FisherHatesAnnuities.com.
KNX News Time 8:40. This portion of the news has been brought to you by EquityKeyServices.com. Now let's update what's happening in money for you. Brought to you by Strategic Tax Lawyers. And here's Frank. Good morning. Well, if your baristas have been perkier this morning, that's because Starbucks employees are getting another perk. Starbucks now plans to cover the full cost of an online degree for its employees who work at least 20 hours a week. Now, this program expands the partnership with Arizona State University that started last year that enables workers to earn full tuition reimbursement for the last 2 years of an ASU online bachelor's degree. Looks like the accountants at Starbucks, they call them bean counters there. They expect to spend up to $250 million to help at least 25,000 Starbucks employees graduate from college by 2025. The stock market perking up this morning. The Dow right now is up 82 points, NASDAQ of 23, and the S&P 500 of 6. This on expectations the Fed is in no hurry to raise interest rates anytime soon. Job openings rising to a 14-year high in the month of February, according to new reading on jobs we got this morning. Money News, 10:40 past the hour. Frank Motek, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Got that SIG alert working in Anaheim on the 91. We're going to get you around that. Coming up, also problem 210 Irwindale. Traffic on the 5's coming up next. KNX News Time 8:41.
Attention business owners and individuals with tax problems. Listen carefully. If you owe the IRS a small amount of money, you do not need to hire an attorney for help. You can call the IRS yourself and resolve your problem. But if you have a complex tax matter where you owe a large amount of taxes for personal or business, or have several years of unfiled tax returns and have received notices or even a visit from the IRS, you need to hire the absolute best. Call Strategic Tax Lawyers at 877-310-9800. Strategic Tax Lawyers is an experienced tax law firm headquartered in Santa Monica and run by a former IRS tax attorney. Don't get ripped off by tax relief companies that promise the world and deliver nothing. If the law firm can't help, they will at least point you in the right direction. Read their 5-star reviews at mytaxattorney.com. That's mytaxattorney.com. Or call 877-310-9800. 877-310-9800. This message has been brought to you by Attorney Jeffrey Jacobs.
There's something better about traveling by an Amtrak train. You eliminate the traffic jams, highway congestion,
I gotta find out where this guy's going. Francesca's husband. I gotta meet up with this cat. Hey, John in Ventura, you're visiting from Vegas, right?
I am.
Hey, thanks, buddy. Thanks for turning us on while you're here. What do you want to say to Francesca?
Most of the reasons guys don't want to get married, or one of the main reasons guys don't want to get married, is because they're afraid that the woman's going to change or try and change him.
Right.
Exactly what she's doing. And if you want to go to Hooters, let him go to Hooters. You can look at Hooters no matter what, whether you go to the restaurant or not.
By the way, I don't think we said Hooters on this show. More than we have this morning, by the way.
Hot Hollywood gossip is coming up. West Coast University. Earn your BSN degree. Visit westcoastuniversity.com.
There's never been a better time to take your Toyota car, truck, or SUV in for a pit stop. Because with any service or genuine Toyota parts purchase of $89.99 or more, you'll get 2 tickets to the Toyota Grand Prix of Long Beach, April 17th through the 19th. Tickets even include the Grand Prix race on Sunday. We make it easy on you. So satisfy your need for speed, courtesy of your Toyota dealers. With every service or genuine Toyota parts purchase of $89.99 or more, you'll get 2 tickets to the Toyota Grand Prix of Long Beach, a $274 value if purchased separately. Tickets good Friday, April 17th through Sunday, April 19th. For info, visit gplb.com. Offers valid while supplies last at participating Toyota dealers. See dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
This report is brought to you by SeaWorld San Diego. Rainy today, a high of 63 in Venice. In Silver Lake, expect a high of 64. Pay for a day and play all year with a SeaWorld Fun Card. Experience exhilarating rides, all new events, and be awed by Shamu. Plus, see firsthand what makes SeaWorld a leader in animal care. Get your Fun Card today at SeaWorldSanDiego.com.
Wow, I'm mountain biking during my allergy season.
and I've been Claritin Clear for 15 days. At the first sign of my allergies, my doctor recommended taking 1 Claritin every day during my allergy season for continuous relief.
So I did. With 1 Claritin a day, I've had 28 days of relief from itchy, watery eyes and sneezing. Now I'm going bungee jumping!
Live Claritin Clear every day.
Hey, Los Angeles, get the #1 doctor-recommended non-drowsy oral allergy brand. Use as directed while your allergy triggers are present.
The Bacon Blaster. The Totally Tomato. The Sriracha. Cha-cha. Yes, there were a lot of creative attempts in Subway restaurants' off-the-menu sandwich contests, and they all came from real Subway sandwich artists, like Javier and his winning Autumn Apple Chicken with bacon and Swiss topped with sliced apples, or Janelle's Roasted Peppy on flatbread. For a limited time, come in and go off the menu with our new flavor-packed creations, only at Subway. Eat fresh. Prices and participation may vary. Additional charge for extras, plus tax where applicable.
My name is Don, and a lot of stuff happens to me. My wife even calls me Disaster Don once in a while, but that's not fair. I'm just a little unlucky. I mean, who hasn't been to the hospital for a giraffe bite? And engines fall out of cars all the time, right? But since that stuff happened, I needed a lot of cash at once. So I called Cash Call at 866-590-CASH.
At Cash Call, we can lend you a big chunk of money so you can handle all your unexpected expenses.
Trucks, so it's starting to clean up. It's backing up from Myrtle and westbound slow here through Glendora. More slowing up ahead is into Pasadena, starting at Myrtle west on the 210.
All right, let's go to Jeff Baugh, who's flying over the 10 in Air 1070.
Well, an easier report here. That's Detroit westbound from Arlington out to about the 405. Just morning drive slow, but even eastbound this morning has a lot of volume. Really tough getting through Robertson. And then again from about La Brea all the way towards the East LA interchange, slow with all lanes open.
And Jack's Blazing Chicken Sandwich is back, and it's got a new bacon buddy, Jack's Blazing Bacon Chicken Sandwich. They're both lightening it up with spicy, crispy chicken, sliced jalapenos, and ghost pepper ranch sauce. You've been warned. Limited time only at participating restaurants. Traffic and weather together on the 5. Our next report at 8:55 from your Southern California traffic leader, KNX 1070 and CBSLA.com.
Rain developing later on this afternoon here in Southern California. It should be around for a few hours and then kicking up by later on tonight. Tomorrow, temperature readings probably into the upper 60s. We'll be in mid-60s today. Right now, downtown Los Angeles still chilly at 50 degrees. And this is Southern California's only all-news radio station, KNX 1070 News Radio. I'm Dick Hilton.
And I'm Vicki Moore. Things easing up with Cuba. Another sign. State Department expected to recommend that Cuba be removed from a list of state sponsors of terrorism. That according to CNN this morning. And Dukes of Hazzard.
Just a good old boy.
Going way back, this is to the original TV series. The actor who played Sheriff Roscoe Coltrane has died. James Best had a lot of roles, but that's what he was best known for. He was 88 years old. Extra credit, extra points, since we're going way back. Country Boy, who sang the theme?
Not a clue. Merle Haggard.
It's in that generation.
I'm in that area.
Waylon Jennings.
Waylon Jennings. Can't go wrong with Waylon Jennings.
KNX News Time, 8:48.
Guarantee you, Steve Lopez is probably kicking his heels back there as well. Are you, Steve?
I'm a Willie Nelson guy.
Well, that's all right.
We'll find you some Willies.
We're going to roll you up and smoke you when you die, then. Is that it? Thanks a lot. You bet. We're going to talk a little bit about the Dodgers with Steve this morning because Dodgers had a great game yesterday. They won a thrilling win there with a home run. But here's the deal. You might have seen the game if you were sitting at home, if you had Time Warner. Other than that, you didn't, right, Steve?
Well, that's right. Here we go again. 70% of Southern Californians cannot watch the Dodgers on television. And, you know, I was one of the people crying and moaning about that the last few years. But I've got a new strategy here. I happen to have Time Warner cable, and I'm willing to sell tickets to ball games in my living room. But yesterday, you know what I did? I just I tinkered with the radio on. I listened to the game. Why do you need to sit for 3 hours and watch that stuff? I mean, there's 3 minutes between pitches. So just listen on the radio and get something done. You got Vin Scully to listen to. You know, how are you going to top that?
Well, I was going to say baseball on the radio is as it should be anyway.
That's right. I mean, you know, the game was invented for the radio. And when I was a kid up in the Bay Area and I was a big Giants fan, I remember the joy of sneaking a transistor radio, it's the size of a pack of cigarettes, under my pillow at night so my parents wouldn't know that I was listening to the Giants on the radio. And I just love, the descriptions that you get from Vin Scully, and I think maybe it's a better way to enjoy the game.
Yeah, no question about that. Very quickly, as you know, they're trying to curtail people who are sort of around the parking lot these days on the streets outside the stadium from having their tailgate parties, and they've imposed these 2-hour restrictions on parking out there. And my curiosity is, and I haven't gotten a good question or a good answer to this yet, do the people who live there and who park on those streets already have to move every 2 hours?
Well, they've been working for a couple of years on some permits so those people can have, exclusive access to those streets. It's something that has taken way longer than it should. The last few years, I got emails on game day from people who live there saying it's out of control. And I've gone up there, I've seen people just going crazy. I mean, if you need to drink a keg to enjoy a ball game, then please stay home. And I like the crackdown. I think that, a little civility. Of course, this is only an opening game thing, and then it quiets down. So I think that things will be okay and pretty quiet around Dodger Stadium.
All right, Steve Lopez willing to sell tickets to his couch. They're apparently in the living room to watch the games. From North Carolina to Wisconsin, there is a very different vibe going on right now. Here's Chris Madsen.
That's right. The Duke basketball team will come home to a hero's welcome. Wisconsin fans everywhere wondering what the heck happened. It was a Blue Devil blur, 68-63 in the men's championship game. Badgers big man Frank Kaminsky admitted that this one will sting for a while.
I don't have to say anything right now. These guys are my family, and I mean that literally. I don't mean that hypothetically. I've never been closer to a group of guys in my entire life. From the coaching staff on down to every single player on this team. It's just going to be hard to say goodbye.
And even harder not to give the Blue Devils their due, considering they won 18 of their last 19 with a roster of 8, including 4 freshmen. Dodgers won their home opener. Angels lost on the road to the M's. Kings lost in a shootout to the Canucks 2-1. Sports at 20 and 50 past the hour. Chris Madsen, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Brought to you by your SoCal BMW.
Yo, get the stretch! Can sit up to 7, gets best-in-class miles per gallon, and has enough space for all your family needs. But the X5 isn't a family car. Family cars are slow. The X5 can go 0 to 60 in a competition-beating 4.9 seconds. Family cars can cost you thousands to maintain. The X5's no-cost maintenance can save you thousands. And family cars aren't fun to drive. With the legendary performance of the X5, fun to drive becomes an understatement. No, the BMW X5 isn't a family car. It's the answer to all the family cars' shortcomings. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. For maintenance terms and conditions, see bmwusa.com/ultimate service. Fuel efficiency claim based on EPA estimates of the X5 xDrive 35D's MPG compared to other diesel and gasoline competitors. Speed claims based on the X5 xDrive 50i specifications.
Hurry into the BMW Sports Activity Sales Event, and for a limited time, lease a 2015 X5 S-Drive 35i for as low as $639 a month. Visit SoCalBMW.com today for details.
This is Top Gun DUI Defense Attorney Miles L. Berman. Getting arrested for DUI can happen to anyone, even people who don't drink but take prescription drugs. If you, a loved one, or a friend is ever arrested for DUI, don't assume you have to plead guilty. My team of attorneys and I know how to fight and win DUI cases both in court and with the DMV. Write our number down, 8884-TOP-GUN. Look, a DUI conviction can lead to increase or cancellation of auto insurance, jail, installation of an ignition interlock device, loss of your driver's license, your job, and your reputation. With so much at stake, you need to be protected. We have offices located throughout Southern California. For a free initial consultation, call 8884-TOP-GUN. That's 8884-TOP-GUN. That's 888-486-7486. Or visit TopGunDUI.com. Because friends don't let friends plead guilty.
Every 4 seconds, a Ford technician expertly...
On was like 9887 or something. And
987. Wow,
yeah,
weird, right?
Yeah.
Now look, now you're on 987.
And if you sign up on that website and the person who got your kid signs up, you can like chit chat and meet up and go for brunch or whatever.
Play catch.
Oh my God, that's so
crazy.
weird.
But you both have to sign up for them to maybe figure it out.
Now, did you obviously didn't think all this through, like when you started. Like this was just like, hey, I'm gonna get some easy money.
Yeah. Right? I'm not making any cash. This is tax free.
Because I love the part where it's like, all right, so you can go down, you can donate X number of times, but hey man, was it one of your friends, right? Like, hey man, if you're like, real smart, like a member of Mensa, and so they're giving out the test on Saturday. We should go. So they went down there just so they can make more money selling their semen.
Oh yeah, I went to a
That's
library.
how I found out that he was a genius.
Yeah, I went to a library, hung over, did the test, the Mensa test, sweating because both my parents are in Mensa too. So I'm sweating that, but it came back, positive, as they say in Mensa. So
Now your parents, they know about this?
Nope.
Okay.
So I kind of floated the idea to my mom one day, and she's like, "Oh, I guess that's interesting, but I have a real ethical problem because unless you what if two of your kids somehow get married and then they have a serious inbreeding issue?"
Oh dear.
See, next time Woody says he can't go out and do something because of the kids, just say, "Dude, I have 400.
Yeah.
And I'm going."
Tons of kids.
It's all good.
Yeah, the thing is, once you you guys, if you want to do a test and figure out if you guys qualified, because you have to each time that you donate, they test it to make sure it's moving around enough. They do blood work every 6 months. And quite frankly, Greg, you may have an issue because of the whole blood donation issue with they have the same rules for sperm donation.
For being homosexual.
For being homosexual.
Well, I'm sure and those rules.
Plus, I'm 44. I don't think a woman would want a 44-year-old old man.
Old dusty semen.
Old dusty.
And it's a free way to tell if you're sick, too, because every once in a while I'll get we couldn't take that sample because your white blood cell count was too high. You must have had a cold or something. So
interesting.
They really cover it back and front. So I'm really surprised that this same donation company is giving out fake profiles of these ex-con schizophrenic guys.
See, now here's the thing. When I had my vasectomy, after I produced 30 samples, I had to bring the 31st sample to the lab so they can test to make sure there were no survivors after my vasectomy, right? And so I got to do that at home into a cup, and then that was kind of awkward, driving in the car with a cup of my own semen to drop it off somewhere to get tested.
Yeah.
So that was weird, but even that was weird enough, even being in the privacy of my own home with nobody else around.
Oh yeah,
into a cup knowing what was going on. I think that would be weird, when you're at the sperm bank and you're in, is it true? It's one of those rooms, they give you a dirty old VHS tape that 1,000 guys have to.
Yeah,
it's imagine doing it in a dentist's office essentially.
Ugh.
That's sort of the environment.
Wow. Now, can you bring a wife or girlfriend in with you?
You cannot because of contamination issues. They make you scrub. You basically have to scrub in and scrub out, so that you're not getting anything on yourself and to that. So obviously other issues.
Did you have your own time card?
Yeah, otherwise
punch it in, guys.
Otherwise you'd have a bunch of women showing up going to the front desk, and the front desk lady, "Yes, can I help you?" And she's like,
I need a quote.
Deposit.
Okay.
Do they have the little door where you put the cup, or do you have to walk out holding it?
This is classy, Greg. He gives you a paper bag, like a lunch bag.
Oh, so nobody can see it.
Because if you walk it out, and there's other guys, mostly young college-age guys,
Right.
And you don't want to walk by them holding a warm cup in your hand.
Yeah, right.
Hey, what's up, guys? And you're like, cheers.
Totally. Cheers.
What's up, bro?
Down the hatch.
Yeah, it's like a sperm bank fist bump.
Yeah.
I would say the only thing unprofessional about Zytex, again, this place now being sued, probably out of business, because their whole, their credibility is at stake here.
Yeah.
Is the magazines, if you didn't like the DVDs, the magazines they clearly bought in bulk because it's Czech swank. From the Czech Republic. It's nothing's in English, and it just got by the pound sort of pornography.
Other countries send this place their porno magazines the way that we send the losers Super Bowl T-shirts to third world countries. It's stuff that nobody wants.
Here's Miss Romania 2012. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, that is crazy. So
nuts.
it would take me forever.
Oh, there's somebody right on the other side of the door waiting for you.
You're trying to produce in a said a dentist office type environment.
No way.
I was professional. Because what I do is at the time I was young, poor, in and out of just barely out of college. I didn't have a car on and off, and so my roommate said I'll give you 10% if you said of my 100.
So I give him $10 to give you a ride,
and he's like, "Man, it's gonna take forever if you're in there." I was like, "No, dude, less than 5." Out the door of his car, inside, you gotta sign up, get my paper bag, get my magazine of choice, into the room, boom, done, paper bag, signed off, back in his car, less than 5 minutes.
No way.
No.
Absolutely.
Really?
So wait, I can believe 5 minutes to produce the sample, but 5 minutes with the paperwork, getting in and out of the car, in and out of the place.
Easy.
Wow.
And then I tried to high-five him when he got back out, but he wouldn't do it.
Damn. 5 minutes, there's no way you washed your hands.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Although you did scrub down before you